everyone on YouTube. I'm back again, and I've just woken up this morning and found a massive parcel this big outside my door, and this is from the guy I normally get diecasts off of, and I've never had a parcel this big before. I'll put up his website in the description for it, and this video is basically going to be about the contents of this parcel. So that's how big it was. Firstly, to start with, this is essentially a diecast review. So here's one of the diecasts that was in the box, and it's going to be the subject of today's review. It's Matt Kenseth number 17 Dewalt Tools Roush Fenway Racing Ford Fusion. Just allow me to plonk the camera down there. You see I've got it on Nascar heat in the background. There's his car right there. And Matt Kenseth's one of those funny drivers who people don't really talk about too much. I'll just whip it out of the box here. He's one of those drivers that not many people does really talk about that much. He's had a bad season this year, but I think he's a very good driver, and a very underrated driver as well. He doesn't often get the headlines sometimes, but I think he's quite a good driver, and a very good. He has a very nice car as well. Now, basically, this livery has been the one that he's run in NASCAR since anyone can remember. Seriously, I remember back in like 2001, 2002, like 7-8 years ago, him running a Dewalt Tools livery of some kind. He just seems to run this forever, with some variations at occasional races, but overall it's a very nice livery. You can never complain about it. So let me just give you a run around the car. Obviously with all the Action Kids range, it does suffer from the 2008 Ford Fusion grille and rear end, but if you can get past that, and you got DeWalt and USG sheetrock logo on the hood, and the front end of this one looks relatively straight. I think the Fusion's a bit off centre where they printed it. That's a minor thing. Sometimes when you get these action cars, they really do have decals that are just all over the place where they print it, especially the front ends on these cars. On the side, it's got R&L carriers and a little logo. Carhartt. He's spoilt for sponsors, isn't he? City Financial. And on the side, the 17 is in the yellow, and on the roof, where the background colour is yellow, it's black, as you can see. There's DeWalt again, some little logos on the rear spoiler, and the Ford logo prominent on the back. And it's a nice car. All they've really done, it's a bit like Jimmy Johnson's livery with the 48 kind of lows, blue and silver. All they've really done is just make minor changes to the patterns year on year, and as you can see, the front end is black around here, and basically it's almost the same livery as the one he won the championship 6 years ago. And then mysteriously the season after, the chase for the Nextel Cup came in. I wonder why. Maybe it was because Kenseth won like 2 races all year and still managed to dominate the championship. I don't know. But anyway, that's another story. Relatively quick review for this car. There's not a tremendous amount to be said about it. I do like Matt Kenseth, the driver. I think he's a good driver, and he's had a very bad season this year. He'll be one of those guys looking to bounce back next year, and he'll certainly have a nice car to do it in for the rest of this season anyway. So it's a very nice car there. So the main colour is black and that kind of creamy orange yellow. Just give you a look around it. Side, rear, and the side, and the front hood. So yeah, there's my diecast review on Matt Kenseth's number 17 Dewalt Tools Roush Fenway Racing. It's not just Roush Racing anymore, it's Roush Fenway Ford Fusion. Obviously that wasn't all that came in that parcel. You'd be a bit disappointed if a massive parcel turned up and that was all that was in it. So here's the other stuff. Firstly, I want to ask a quick question to you. One of the other cars that arrived was this. This is a checkered flag sports model. It's the generic kind of Indianapolis Motor Speedway kind of Brit All-State 400 car, as you can see there on the hood. With just an 09 number on it, and it's a Chevy, as you can see from the front end. Now, what I wanted to ask you guys is that now that I'm getting into custom diecast making, this car is not going to stay like this for very long. My question to you is, what car should I do it as? And there's a choice at the moment. I've got well, I want to try and match it to this paint scheme at the moment, because obviously the template that you cut out and whack on it doesn't quite cover the whole car, so it has to be smooth. And my choices at the moment are Casey Mears' DirecTV number 07, because it's kind of blue and white like that. I need a Juan Pablo Montoya diecast, because the guy I buy my diecast off of, he says he he's not going to get a shipment through, which is a shame. So I'm thinking about maybe doing the Tom's dual action livery, you know, the kind of white and blue one he ran at Talladega, I think it was. Or maybe Brad Keselowski, either the 09 or the 25. I know he's quite popular now since he won at Talladega as well. He's quite a popular driver now. Or any other suggestions that you want. Preferably they would have to be a Chevy, obviously. But if you have any other suggestions, I'll see. Maybe I might be able to do a custom front grille for it. And yeah, just give me some ideas for it, because this car's not staying as a generic 09 for much longer. And another question for you, because that was not all, and this was why the package was so big, because the packaging for these babies right here was so big. And now my question to you guys is, obviously these three cars are Indy cars in the IRL, the Indy Racing League. From left to right, it's Tony Kanaan, 711, number 11 car. Scott Dixon in the Target, Chip Ganassi, number 9. And on the end, the English driver Dan Weldon in the number 4 National Guard car. And these three cars had quite big packaging, hence the size of the parcel. And my question to you guys is, obviously most of the guys who watch these videos and that are hardcore NASCAR fans, but how much of that crosses over into IndyCar racing? How much of an IndyCar fans are you guys? I'm just interested to know, because I wouldn't say I mean NASCAR totally outweighs it for me, but whenever it's on the telly or whenever I see it, I do end up watching it, because especially on the ovals it just gives some pretty close racing. And but of course the problem is with these open wheelers, you get this with Formula 1, they can't really do much kind of side by side racing, because any kind of contact just kind of damages the car out of all proportion. Whereas with these stock cars you can kind of bounce them off each other a bit and they're pretty much okay. But I do like the kind of racing they do, especially now they've merged back with champ cars, so you get road course racing as well mixed in. And I do like these three diecasts. They're made by Hot Wheels, and to be honest, I wish the Action NASCARs were of this quality, because they're kind of light, they have a nice feel to them. They're not too heavy, and they also have synthetic rubber tyres as well, which is quite nice, I think. And it's really good detail on them, as you can see. You can see it in the camera. But yeah, those are my two questions to you for today. Firstly, what custom livery should I do for this car? And secondly, how big a fans are you of the IRL? And you know what to do, just whack a comment onto this video and tell me what you think. I might do some more videos where it's just like a question to you guys and I want to know your views on it. Like, I don't know, your views on Kyle Busch or Toyota in NASCAR, stuff like that, I don't know. But that'll be for a future video. Just kind of like a question for the day or something. I don't know, I'm still thinking it through. But yeah, there was the contents of that massive parcel. And this technically has been a diecast review of this car. And also, as I said, comment and tell me and give me suggestions. If you can also link me to a video with the template that you're suggesting, that would be very handy, because I'm no good at making NASCAR 09 templates myself. Yeah, so suggestions for that, and your thoughts and views on the Indy Racing League. A short little video. I've tried to make it quite short. It probably isn't, because I always end up rambling on. I will whack up my Twitter in the description for this video, and until then, goodbye, and comment away, basically.